can run away, see niggas thought a nigga geeking. More than please, no drama, long as we keep it on camera, just all a nigga seeking. This all of me, oh mama, ripping on me, won't prosper, and I ain't even cheating. She like, love me on the slow. Yeah, damn high shit.
Oh yeah, nah, we not really, I'm actually kinda sober right now. I ain't even touched nothing. I ain't even touched nothing. I'm not even gonna hold you. It's just the song at this point, right? It's just the music at this point. Nobody getting high. Nobody high right now. But I will tell you what's got me high into deep thought, man. Bro, like the whole context of, look, I'll kind of be some sort of devil's advocate when it comes to parasocialism. Bro, I see hope, I see promise. I see like a cool little life, a cool little reality that we can, you know what I'm saying, get into, especially like young folks. Now, I'm not too young, don't get it twisted, don't see, you know what I'm saying? Don't look at my eyelids and think this nigga 18 to 22 years old, man, watch out. Now, I don't know why I pointed out, you know, the comparison of eyelids. Compare your age, or to kind of project your age using your eyelids, but it's different. I like being different. That's why, you know what I'm saying, across the board you hear probably maybe negative rhetoric around what is this, parasocialism, right? This whole parasocial thing. We broke down parasocial on, you know, the previous video, but I want to bring to you the, you know, definition as per Copilot again. Copilot, can you define parasocialism for me? He's gonna see some wrong shit.
A parasocial relationship is a kind of one-sided relationship where someone feels a strong emotional connection to a media figure or a personality, but that figure doesn't actually know them personally.
Thank you. Damn, I thought he was gonna say some dumb shit. Like he always be on some dumb shit. Like, I'm saying, for example, I would have probably asked, yo, define for me parasocialism. Motherfucker was probably gonna speak about like some whole wheat bread. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, this whole wheat bread options that you have that you have in front of you right now. It's like, bro, I'm saying sometimes you just gotta. But yo, I'm proud of my boy. I'm proud of my boy right now. He gave me what I wanted to hear, and that's what I want to hear. You know what I'm saying? So, as y'all can, you know, derive from the definition, a parasocial relationship is a kind of a one-sided relationship where someone feels a strong emotional connection to media figures or personalities, but that figure doesn't actually know them personally. It's a common phenomenon with celebrities, influencers, or anyone in the public eye where the audience feels like they know the person intimately due to the content they consume. Now, that was kind of a mouthful a little bit, but y'all get the idea, bro. It's one-sided. You understand what I'm saying? It's one-sided. It's you, basically it's you looking up to, you know, whichever creator that you look up to. I'm saying you constantly consume their content and things like this, and then, you know, because of that whole situation, you end up feeling like you know them more than you know your own mom or dad or a little cousin or little brother. You feel like you know the creator that you know whose content you be consuming on a regular, daily. And that's why I appreciate you, gang. You my sibling at this point. That's why you mess with me like this, and that's why I mess with you. Now see, here's the example right here. I know I don't got a whole bunch of people, so this is not parasocial yet. It's just social media engagement between two strangers. And speaking of strangers, that's actually the benefit of, like, one of the higher benefits that I feel like you know, parasocialism has. That's why I am an advocate of parasocialism right now, even though with its negative notions and rhetoric around it. But yo, when it comes to strangers, how to deal with strangers, it completely changed the game. I will break that down. But yes, parasocialism, where it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Y'all feel like you know me because you watch me on a daily, and you know, I make the effort to upload on a daily. I mean, I'm still a small creator. I'm trying to get my momentum on. You know what I'm saying? And so therefore, because you do that, you feel like you know me. You feel like, you know what I'm saying, you're entitled to a whole bunch of maybe opinions. You're entitled to me attaching to a whole bunch of opinions you may have, and you may be entitled to me listening to a whole bunch of y'all opinions, comments, especially the day ones. You see the dichotomous situation when it comes to like day one supporters, day one chat members, and things like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like they do have sort of the cachet to, because, you know, number one, you probably may have noticed their names, you know, them commenting on every video, you know, constantly on your live chat, you know what I'm saying? And you see these names, you're like, oh shit, you've been tapped in since 5 years ago, gang. Shout out. Love you, brother, sister, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case. And it's like, but then, you know, they the ones that may just be the more toxic ones. Yo, I'm entitled to this. Yo, I've been tapped in since day one. Da 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 da. Now, look, this is only a perception. This is only a projection that I'm expressing. You know what I'm saying? They, in their mind, they may not be seeing things like that. It's like, no, bro. Like, it's a resonance thing with you, bro. I feel like me and you, we resonate. Like, even though you don't know me, but you as a creator, I resonate with you to like the stories that you shared, story times. I've handled situations in similar ways that you are sharing right here on your YouTube videos. You feel like damn near a sibling. You understand? And so I get that may just be all it is, you know, to their brains, these day ones brains, right? But to you, bro, it's like, damn, bro. Sometimes you see their comments, you're like, dog, they snap at the littlest of things, bro. The fact that you ain't uploaded like for the past 2 days, nigga, something called burnout. You know this. You see what I'm saying? So there's that whole little dynamic when we are looking at parasocial relationshiping. And yes, it, you know, it exists between the creator, the public figure, and a wider just audience that are tapped into the figure, right? Your community, so to speak, your online community. But look at what it does when it comes to like strangers, bro. When we talking about strangers and conceptualize or bring strangers into the fold, right? It's like, for example, let me, you know, bring real shit back to myself, because this is that kind of channel, right? Real back things to my own personal experiences is where is the fact that I don't do well when it comes to strangers. And I know it's a whole bunch of people that may share that sentiment, you know what I'm saying? I don't do well when it comes to maybe openly engaging with strangers, openly expressing to strangers, with strangers. You know, a little bit of that rapport gotta be built. You know what I'm saying? At least a substantial amount of that rapport. You know what I mean? And so therefore, when it comes to regular socialization, right? Socializing on a regular context, right? Physically, human to human, interpersonal, is that the word? Interpersonal? Socialization? I don't know. But, you know, when we physically just know one another, we're friends at that point. You know my name, I know your name, da, da, da. You know what I'm saying? You know my habits, my routines, things like this. We physically engage. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to strangers at that level, oh my God, count me out, bro. Count me all the way out, Doug. I'm actually at a point, look, right? Like I'm in my late 20s. I don't give a about a whole bunch of life at the moment because of what I've been through, right? And I'm approaching, you know, older ages than my 20s. I'm in my late 20s. I'm about to wrap that shit up. Fuck, I actually wrapped that shit up last month. I wrapped it up. But anyway, yeah, let's not stick to that. That's like those are like weird points in top, like in conversations. But right, I don't give a fuck about a whole bunch of things, and so therefore, you know, I wouldn't want to break my back trying to, you know, go out there like, yo, let's socialize and let's do this and that and the third. I've accepted who I am, and that's what it is. And you know, that's like, I'm talking about when it comes to strangers, people that I know. Yo, you might think I'm like the most bubbliest person in the room, not in the room, but like the most expressive, most comfortable, blah blah. You may even misconstrue that energy and want to get comfortable with me off rip, only to be met with a
I don't like that shit for sure, bro. I don't like that shit.
Step back a little bit. That's it. Need some space, bro. Chill. Right? It is what it is. Like, that's what it is. That's what I've accepted myself as when it comes to physical engagement. But this parasocial thing, I find it easy. I find it easy to cook up for strangers because that's what it is. I'm cooking up for strangers. Cooking up for strangers, you know, you put the content together, da da da. And I feel like, you know, it is mostly derived from you realizing how many people you actually resonate with. You know what I'm saying? Like you kind of relate with on a whole bunch of things. Strangers, that is. Like, damn. And when y'all, you know, literally get to that point of being parasocial, hopping on my channel right here, hopping on your favorite creator's channel right here on YouTube, for example, right? One example amongst a plethora of platforms. But yeah, being out here on YouTube, this is our meeting spot where we can realize, damn, there's a whole bunch of you out there. Y'all ain't even from the environment I'm from, country I'm from, you know what I'm saying, culture I'm from, I don't know, type skin, you know, pigmentation that I have. You don't share in any of that, but we resonate like we was given birth by, you know, we was given birth by the same mother. That's why I enjoy this kind of content right online, where it's like just you, the raw camera, you talking to the camera, and that's it. That's beautiful, bro. Because people, you know, people be sharing situations where you may have, like, for example, this is my example. Like, they may be sharing things that I may went through, similar things, or maybe I didn't go through what they went through, but how they handled it kind of reminds me of myself. I kind of see a little bit of myself in their eyes, right? So to speak, in a way. You know what I'm saying? And so therefore, when we're looking at like physical socialism, normal socialism, like I wouldn't even get to that point with a stranger. So I'm kind of trying to highlight how parasocialism can be, like, for somebody that thinks like me, right? Somebody that kind of is like me, like you're not too open to strangers, you're not too happy-go-lucky, you're not the open, bubbly, enthusiastic type, you know, towards the whole world at first sight, like at first impression. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, you could get there. You probably already have like an amazing personality, beautiful character. You feel me? It's just like off rip, there is those kind of things, those adjustments that have to happen. You see what I'm saying? And so therefore, when it comes to, you know, if you are that kind of person, when it comes to like physical, that's why you get like conversations like, yo, introvert this and introvert that and ambivert this, right? It's because I mean, even with introverts, bro, like with people that they are comfortable being around, maybe it may be limited people. Obviously, they're introverts. They may only love being around like 1-2 people max in the whole entire universe throughout their whole entire life. You feel me? But those 2 people, yes, there's other beings other than yourself that you can resonate with. So it's not a matter of, yo, let me cut people off completely, Everybody has that point at which you can resonate with somebody at. You understand what I'm saying? It just needs that right person, and that whole first impression thing is very important. Now, for me, it's parasocially, it's easy for me to get to that point with y'all. Get to that point where, you know, just open up the comments, bro. Let me see what they say in the comments. Well, right now it's nothing, right? Because shout out to my 29 subscribers. It's ghost subscribers, you know what I'm saying? I think it's people that have been there when I, you know, used to craft up a little bit of music here and there. And then, you know, now they see this, now it's like, the shit is not even recommended to them because they keep passing through it. So it's nothing much right now when it comes to these MOS's, morals of stories, that I be sharing right now. But I know like a bunch of y'all will show up, and then it will manifest in real time. The social experiment that I'm talking about, right? You know, confirming that the parasocialism is actually of more benefit with people like me and you, bro. Facts, let's face it. You know, it's giving us more to work with, because I feel like the elimination of things like the awkward moments, things like the unexpected moments, things like moments where, you know what I'm saying, you're dealing with a stranger, you know, you express your openness, you are open, you're expressive, whatever, and then how they may receive that may give you like a rude awakening, like, whoa, I never should have freaking messed with strangers in the first place.
I don't like that shit, for sure, bro.
You know?
I don't like that shit.
It's like, that's why I don't like that shit in the first place. To keep reminding you, you know, so to avoid those kind of situations, scenarios, it's like, you know, kick it right here on my comment section. Let's get it. I'm here for you. You know what I'm saying? And you drop a video and come to this comment section again, say, yo, I dropped my first video, YouTube video, blah, 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 come check it out, man. And we can kick it, man. I'll go there in a jiffy, nigga. I'll run there, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You my brother, bro. You my sister, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we here. You feel me? And so therefore, like, it's like that openness that I just displayed right now. Even it's like, yo, when it comes to parasocially, it's easier. It's just easier, bro. You know what I'm saying? You tell me your thoughts about this, bro. It's just easier. Tell me how you would maybe conceptualize, if you dare to do that, if you are that kind of intellectual. You know what I'm saying? Conceptualize a little bit of like this parasocialism thing, like within your context of your reality, and how you think it could be of benefit, bro. I feel like this is it. You know what I'm saying? For me, you know, dealing with strangers a little bit better, and so therefore, since I can deal with strangers this, you know, in this way, it's like it's easier for me to make friends anew, you know, in a new sort of way. It's been a minute since I made like new friends for real, and like intention. Oh no, that's the wrong one. It's been a minute, and you feel what I'm saying? I want to get back to that point where it's like, yo, it's something to look forward to. It's something to really hop into and do with enthusiasm and a positive outlook. You know, making new friends. That is, you know, engaging with people who are formerly strangers and who could potentially be good people, man, good peoples to just engage with, you know, kick it with. And here's another thing that I like about this whole parasocialism thing, bro. We can literally switch it off and go back to your reality. I'll go back to my reality. Whereas like if we are real best friends, it's like there's these performative expectations now. It's like, yo, you gotta be, you know, by my side at every step of the way. Come through, see me, this, that, and the third. You know, and sometimes somebody like me, you know, I can go a whole month without, you know, trying to engage with somebody. Maybe going through whatever I'm going through, or maybe on some regular vibe, bro, on some regular tip, like just trying to kick it just by myself. A whole month. Facts. You know? And then, you know, now it's triggering because, you know, I ain't hit you up like in a couple of weeks, and it's like, damn. That sucks. And so with, you know, with being able to switch that whole dynamic off, you know, you see me whenever you see me when I post another upload, or I'll see you whenever I see you whenever you decide to comment back on my channel videos again. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Something like that, bro. You know what I'm saying?